Today's collectible spot, we're having a look at the K'NEX Building Worlds Kids Love. We're having a look at the Family Guy's Stewie and Time Machine building set. This 146-piece set comes to us from the folks over at K'NEX, America's building toy. And I'm really excited to see the fact that they've produced a time machine. Along with the time machine, you're getting yourself the exclusive Stewie, which is slightly different. And we'll do a comparison of him with the two-pack Stewie that we've already had a look at. But this Stewie is much more a happy Stewie. Perhaps because he is about to travel back in time, alter the fabric of time, of course, to his benefit, to say the least. On the side of the package, there is the built set, and certainly on the back, the breakdown of not only Stewie Griffin, but showing you how to put together the time machine. Be on the lookout of other building sets. There was the Peter and Station Wagon. As well, there was the figurines that we've already had a look at. Peter and Chris, Stewie and Lois, Brian and Meg. If you want to follow along what the folks over at K'NEX are doing, you can head over to knex.com. You can also follow them on Facebook at facebook.com/buildknex. Spot's going to put all that information down below. What I'm going to do is take a break. Going to get this opened up, get it put together, and when we come back, we're going to get a better look at the Family Guy Stewie and Time Machine building set. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. With the Stewie Time Machine, of course, you'll get yourself an instruction guide showing how to put the time machine together. It does also come with one sticker. I'll show you that in a second. But always, big tip, big advice, always hold on to your instruction guide when putting things together. So if you ever take it apart, you have the means to put it back together. So hold on to this. As it goes for relatively simple builds, I think the station wagon was a little bit easier to put together. Some of the components on the time machine made for a little harder of a build. Ultimately, it took me about 15-20 minutes to put the entire time machine together, but the end result is a nice looking piece. Before we have a look at the time machine, let's have a look at the minifigure that comes with the time machine itself, and that would be Stewie in his little jammies. For the sake of comparison, there is Stewie that came with the two-pack with Lois. You can see that they share the exact same body, just painted slightly different. And of course the head is also very different as well. Going back to what I had mentioned before, what you could do with these figures is we'll just take the head off Stewie. And what you could always do is mix and match them. So if you would rather have a smiling Stewie as opposed to the disgruntled Stewie, you could certainly do that as well. Just taking the head back off, we'll pop it back onto its body, his body. And some nice detailing on the overall figure, right down to a little trapdoor, I guess, is that a little pocket on the back of his pajamas. But Stewie looks good. His articulation is his head rotates, his arms, of course, rotate back and forth. Rotation in the hand. He's got a rotation in the waist and articulation in the legs, the individual legs. Like the minifigure quite a bit. Which then brings us to the time machine. And again, it was a little harder of a build, I think, than the station wagon. But I think the end result is a nice looking piece. It's got the tubing, which actually ends up just being like an elastic that you put these pieces around. But you get the power cable, I guess, running to the side of the time machine. It has a door, of course. We can take the door and open it up. And on the inside, you can see the controls for the time machine. That actually is also the only sticker that is included with this set. Again, it's a relatively simplistic piece, but I do like the fact that K'NEX actually came out with a time machine. Obviously, as it goes with Stewie, you couldn't have Stewie without a time machine of some sort. Obviously, what's really exciting me, though, is just the fact that we're getting a Family Guy property. To get it in this scale, I love it. And hopefully, K'NEX will continue to produce these pieces. I think my favorite, though, still of the two, is probably the station wagon. I think the station wagon, just really for it being with the figures, I think the station wagon is a nicer build piece to go with it, but certainly to take nothing away from the time machine. I'm also really loving the minifigures, and I mean, certainly if you have the other minifigures still available, which I do right there, having characters like Pajama wearing Stewie and then Brian, I mean, it's a nice pairing to have the two together. Today's collectible spot, though, we were having a look at the new K'NEX Family Guy's Stewie and Time Machine building set. If you feel like Stewie needs to be doing more time-traveling adventures, this certainly is the set that you'd be wanting to pick up. Stay tuned, guys. Spot's going to have more collectible spots heading your way. Thanks for watching, as you always do. I'll see you guys next time.